This recent murder just part of a string of crimes which include burglaries, shootings, and even a sword attack on Kalakaua Avenue. Residents are calling for a stop to this violence. KITV4's Kristen Concilio now joins us live tonight from Waikiki with details of a new program aimed at making the area safer. Kristen.
Rick, the state's Safe and Sound Waikiki program set to begin next Tuesday to crack down on a growing crime spree in the state's top visitor destination. Catherine Hensky won't let her two grown children walk to the convenience store at night. She lives just 2 blocks away from Waikiki Beach, where a rash of violent crimes has left many residents afraid in their own backyards.
We live in fear. And when you cannot send a 25-year-old young woman down to the ABC store at about 7 o'clock at night because somebody might drag her off or hurt her, this is not the way that we, as residents and even tourists, should live. We are not in paradise.
Honolulu's prosecuting attorney Steve Aum, Mayor Rick Blangiardi, and Police Chief Joe Logan will announce Tuesday the start of the Safe and Sound Waikiki program, aiming to make it safer to live, work, and visit the area where residents say crime has gotten out of hand.
I wouldn't even hesitate to say yes, that it's out of control.
Similar to the Weed and Seed program in Chinatown, the prosecuting attorney will work hand in hand with law enforcement and the judicial system to make sure habitual and violent criminals are taken off the street.
And the person would be prohibited from coming back to Waikiki. And if they were to be seen in Waikiki by a police officer, that they could immediately be arrested again and taken to jail. So there's a little bit of meat to it.
City officials hope the program will put an end to the revolving door that's become common in the justice system.
We've heard of instances where people would be shoplifting, go to court, get sentenced to credit for time served, which in many instances amounted to a few hours. And then they're right back out, right back in Waikiki shoplifting again within hours of the arrest. And to me, that's just unacceptable.
The city's not just focusing on weeding out crime, but seeding. The program will mentor at-risk youth and help previously incarcerated people with job training and skills to avoid going back into a life of crime when they re-enter society.
It's definitely about time. I mean, I think because it's not just the homeless situation, which everybody's kind of aware of, but the elevated crime, it poses a risk to guys like me who are getting older and don't, just live here. Certainly in terms of tourism, I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer, right? That if you come here as a tourist and you get robbed, that's not very good for business.
The city has set aside $250,000 for the Safe and Sound Waikiki program, and residents hope the investment bears fruit and that one day soon they'll be able to again walk the streets without fear. More details of the program are expected to be announced next week, and of course, we'll bring you all the details. Reporting live from Waikiki, Kristen Concilio, KITV4 Island News.